Welcome to this gentle adult yoga class. We're going to focus on our neck today. Find a comfortable seated position, whatever works for you. Wriggle the buttocks flesh away and sit up tall. Let's roll those shoulders forward, up, back, and down. You know what, since we're going to do neck, I'm going to come sit closer for a while. There we go. Give you a better view. Okay. So, close the eyes or look downcast. Feel the earth supporting you. Your spine stretching up nice and tall. Ears over shoulders, over hips. Balancing the head on the spine rather than using the muscles. And we'll talk about that more. Let's take some nice slow breaths. And notice the energy in the body today. Notice the movement of your breath in and out. Notice the feelings that are showing up for you. Allow an intention to form for today's practice. And when you're ready, open your eyes, come back into the room. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to do a pranayama that involves our neck. So we're going to interlace the hands, bring them right underneath the chin, elbows as close together as you can get them. And inhale, tucking the chin slightly, lengthening the back of the neck, and then lifting the chin. And exhale, bringing the elbows together and bringing the chin back down. And inhale through the nose. Little pause here, lifting the chin, exhaling out through the mouth as you come down. So it's a Ujjayi breath. Lifting the chin, exhaling, whispering the word. Feel the breath vibrating across the back of your throat. And chin comes down, exhaling the word. Inhaling through the nose. Feel the breath vibrating against the back of your throat. Warming up the neck and shoulders, deepening the breath. Let's do one last one. And come to stillness. Feel the after effect of that Ujjayi breathing. And let's bring the chin down to the chest and roll the ear to one side. Feel that lovely stretch. And bring the chin down and roll the ear the other way. Take your time. Feel the stretch in the different muscles as you move the head slowly and mindfully. Let's come back to center and position the head, ears over shoulder, over hips. Take a deep breath and stretch up as tall as you can, and then we'll rotate the head. Soft gaze out into the distance. And rotate the other way. Chin is level with the floor. With each rotation, you might go a little bit further. One more. And back to center and notice how you feel. Let's make some shoulder circles. Do one more in this direction. And we'll go the other way. And rest. And if you're sitting in a cross-legged position, perhaps you want to bring the other leg in front to create some balance. And take a deep breath. We're going to reach our arms out, squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the chin. Deep breath here, and then bring the chin in, grab your shoulders, give yourself a big hug. Keep changing with your elbows on top. Reach out, stretch up. And bring the other elbow in. Deep breath into your back body, tucking the chin, lifting the chin, stretching up. And tucking the chin. And play with the breath here. If you'd like, do a big breath inhale. Big breath in. Big breath in. Big breath in. Big breath in. And big breath in. And rest and notice how you feel. Just so our rest of our body doesn't fall asleep, we're just going to bring our feet on the floor and just do a little waking up the legs. It's because we've been sitting for a long time in a cross-legged pose, probably. And let's windshield wiper. The soles of the feet are together and the knees are opening and closing. Just to give the body a little chance to wake up. And then we'll come back to our neck and shoulders, don't worry. And then widening the legs, we'll windshield wiper this way. All right, let's come back to our seated position. And we'll work on our neck and shoulders some more. So we're going to bring one shoulder up, squeeze the ear and the shoulder together. Bring the head up and the shoulder down. Bring that shoulder up, squeeze the head and the ear together. Head up and shoulder down. Shoulder up. Head up and shoulder down. Shoulder up, squeezing ear and shoulder together and down. Take a breath. Other side, squeeze ear and shoulder and relax. Kind of like giving yourself a little massage. And last one. And down. Let's reach the arms out in front, stretching as far as you can forward, and then pull the elbows back like you're rowing a boat. Inhaling forward, stretch the fingers, making fists, pulling the elbows, squeeze. We'll do one more. And down. This time we're going to bring the shoulders up and let the head go back. Sometimes our tension is in our jaw. So we're going to open and close the jaw. And then we're going to move the jaw from side to side. And release, let the shoulders relax down. And make a figure 8 with the nose. I'm sorry, it's an infinity symbol. It's not a figure 8. It's an infinity symbol. You may notice some crunching in the back of your neck, some Rice Krispie kind of sound. That's arthritis, and we're breaking up the arthritis barnacles. And we'll stop and go the other way. And come back to center. Take a breath and notice what's happening in your neck and shoulders. And again, just to give the rest of the body a little bit of attention, let's do a spinal roll up and down, and that will still get the head and the neck involved. We're going to sit up tall. Bring the chin to the chest. So letting the weight of the head lead, then the shoulders will start to come down. And then the upper back, mid back, and lower back rounding over. Let the back of your neck be long, the weight of your head giving you a nice stretch. And then slowly stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Rolling back up. I almost feel like I'm on an electric. So I'm stretching up and then coming back down. Rolling down. Starting with the top of the head and working my way down the spine. Letting all the tension go in the neck. So I'm not holding that bowling ball up anymore. Slowly rolling up, stacking one vertebra. So we're starting with the lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, neck, and head. Inhale tall and relax the shoulders and smile. Bring the hands to the floor and back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Imagine a wind is pushing you forward. Lift your heart and stretch up. And inhale back to a neutral position. Change your legs if you'd like. Bring your hands behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades, widen the chest. Stretch up tall. And back to a neutral position. Notice how you feel. We're going to bring ear over the shoulder. We're back to our neck again here. And the opposite hand is going to push away. Deep breath down the arm from your ear to your wrist. And then push the top back of your hand away. Inhale back up. Stretch up tall, bring your ear to your shoulder. Press the opposite hand away. Keeping the shoulders down, they're not up by your ears. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And press the back of your hand away. And come back to center. Bring one hand to your shoulder. Bring your opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. I'm going to roll down towards the armpit and roll up towards the ceiling. Bring the head to neutral. Come on back up. Take a breath. Bring the opposite hand across. Ear moves away from your hand. And then we're rolling the head down. And rolling the head up. Bring the head to neutral and come on back up. Bring the hands across again. Rotate the head chin level. And then nod towards your armpit and come back up. Nodding towards your armpit and coming back up. Feel the lines of tension being worked out of your neck. And come back to center. Take a breath, maybe cross legs. And do the other side. Chin is level to the floor, rotating the head. And then nodding And coming back up. And back to center and down. Let's just wiggle the shoulders. Up. So we're just blowing out. I want to take your arms and do some shaking of the arms. Any direction you want to go, shaking, rotating, rocking. Head can come along. Little free movement here, basically. Okay, just whatever you want to do. Working out any tension in your head, neck, and shoulders. And then coming to stillness and feel the prana moving through you. All right, so let's give the rest of our body a little bit of attention. Let's come to standing on our mats. Finding Tadasana. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. And bring them all the way back down. And let's step the legs out nice and wide. And come into our 5-pointed star. And down. And inhale up. I'm sorry, let's bring the heels in. And we're going to exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So we're in second position ballet, the heels in, the toes out. And each time the arms cross, you can bring the opposite arm in front. Connection to the earth. Pressing the mat apart with your feet and pressing into the heels as you rise up. And coming back to our 5-pointed star, bring the feet to parallel. And let's rotate out into triangle. We're going to come up and over to one side, coming down into triangle pose. If you'd like, we're going to bring that arm over the head, so coming into a lovely side stretch here. And if you'd like, bringing that hand around behind you, grabbing your hip crease and spinning your chest towards the sky. And inhale back out. And come on back up. And back to our 5-pointed star. We'll rotate the other way. Reaching over the leg. And coming into triangle on this side. If you like, bringing that arm overhead, big side stretch. And if you like, bring that hand around behind you and find your hip crease. Spin your body towards the sky. And release. Inhale back up, 5-pointed star. Toe heel back into goddess pose. And if you like, lift your heels and turn this into a balancing pose. If you like, make the goddess face. And down, toe heel, back to Tadasana. Take it in. I'm going to widen the feet just a little bit, and we're going to do the spinal roll that we did when we were sitting. So standing nice and tall. Roll down. Starting at the head, shoulders, mid-back, upper back. Knees can be slightly bent if you like, coming all the way over as far as you like into a forward fold. Gently nodding your head, yes. And gently moving your head, no. And bringing your hands interlaced to the back of your head to give you a little extra weight. Release the hands, bring them to the thighs, and roll up. Coming back to Tadasana. We're going to warm up for balancing T-pose. So coming to the top of your mat. Actually, let's stand in the middle of the mat. Let's step forward on the left foot. Bring the hands to the sacrum. Lift the back heel, stretch up. Squeezing the elbows together, broadening the chest, and lengthening the front of your neck without crunching the back of your neck. And come back to vertical and step back. And step forward the other way. Lift your back heel, bring your hands to your sacrum, squeeze. And bring that heel back and step back. Bring your hands up overhead, steeple position, tuck your chin slightly. Step forward on your left foot, lift your back heel. This could be your pose. Or begin to open your arms out like super woman or man. Perhaps bringing that leg up off the floor as you slowly come forward into balancing T-pose. And slowly come back out. Step back on your mat if you need to. Inhale the arms up. Steeple position, perhaps with the opposite thumb in front. Stepping forward on the right foot, lifting the back heel. Find your drishti. And this might be your pose. I think I'm going to interlace my hands the usual way because this is a hard enough pose. Oh, we're going to unclasp in a minute anyway. Begin to come forward, opening the arms out to the sides. Take your time. And just to slowly come back up. And come back to Tadasana. And let's come down onto the floor, onto our stomachs. And we'll take a few breaths here. And turn the head the other way. And prepare for Sphinx pose. Sliding the hands forward, pulling the hands towards you. Shoulder blades down your back, neck nice and long. Looking up past your eyebrows, energy from your eyebrows to your toes. We're going to come down into a variation. We're going to bring our elbows to the floor, interlace our hands, rest our chin on our fists, and feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back, keeping that long line of energy, the tailbone pointing towards your heels. This allows the shoulders to relax a little bit. It's breathing into this version. And bring your hands back down into Sphinx. Let's lift one leg as we lift the chest. And down, and lift the other leg. And down, and come all the way down. And relax. Let's point the toes towards the ceiling. Palms are either at your side. Chest lifted, or reach back and grab your ankles. Lifting your knees and kicking back. And come back down. And crocodile the other way. Let's roll over onto our backs. And give yourself a hug. Feel your neck nice and long, your shoulders pressed back against the floor. Glue your hands to your knees and we'll make some circles. We'll circle back the other way. Nice and slow, feeling the different parts of your body, your lower back getting massaged on the floor. This is for you, Sue. And we'll place the feet flat on the floor and widen the legs. Bring your arms into goddess pose, get them out of the way. We'll windshield wiper the knees, nice and slow. Turning the knees, let's say to the left. If you want a little more challenge, you're picking up your left heel and putting on the outside of your right knee, weighting that leg down a little bit more. Breathing into the stretch in your lower back and in your hips, the outside of your leg. Well, the outside of the top leg, the inside of the bottom leg, or wherever you feel it. And let's take the foot off. Bring the knees back up so the feet are mat width apart. Do a few more windshield wipering the knees here. And then bringing the knees over towards the right. You want a little more challenge, picking up your right heel. Place the outside of your right heel on the, inside of your right heel on the outside of your left knee. Weighing that leg down, giving a little more stretch to the hip and lower back. Deep breaths right into the hip or leg or wherever you feel the stretch. Feel your face and shoulders relaxed. And take that foot off. One more windshield wiper. Back to center, bring the feet to parallel, preparing for Setupanasana. Hands down by your sides. Feet parallel and just about fingertip distance from your hips. Take a nice deep breath and press the back into the floor as we tip the pelvis up. And then tip the pelvis into the floor, lifting the lower back. Draw the belly in, tip the tailbone up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath, lift the lower back. So you can put your hands under there if you wanted to, pressing the sitting bones towards the floor. Draw the belly in, tip the pelvis, take a deep breath, and begin to lift up off the floor. Pressing into your heels. Draw the knees energetically towards each other rather than flopping out. So that the legs are aligned, hips, knees, and ankles. If you get up high enough, you can wriggle your shoulders underneath you and come into Yoga Mudra. If you're really warmed up and you want a little more challenge, you can walk your feet in closer and grab your ankles. You want to make sure that doesn't stress your knees. Got to be up high enough that your knees aren't pushing forward over your feet. So this is an advanced variation. Feel your neck nice and long in this pose. And slowly release your shoulders, roll yourself down, vertebra by vertebra. Bring your knees in and give yourself a hug. Open your arms out nice and wide. Slowly lower the knees down to one side, coming into a spinal twist. And inhale the knees back to center. Again, giving our back a little massage, lowering the knees down the other way. Slowly, using your core strength, rolling over the back, just gently, lightly touching the floor and coming back up. And if you'd like more challenge, you can stretch your right leg up and slowly come over. Come back to center, stretch both legs up. Bring your right leg in. Slowly come over the other way. Come back to center, stretch both legs up, or bring both legs to your chest if this is too challenging. Bending your left knee so it's the bottom knee that's bent and it's the top leg that touches. Inhaling back to center. So you can either bring both legs in or bring both legs up. Bringing your right leg in. Or you could be doing this with both legs bent the whole time. Again, here we're doing a nice stretch for the lower back, some abdominal work. One more set. And we have just time to hang out here for a few breaths in inversion. We'll pick a different one if you like. Press your sitting bones and your lower back down into the floor. If you're doing the version I'm doing, press your belly back towards your spine, lengthening your spine as you reach your legs up towards the sky. And we'll slowly lower the legs down. You can keep them straight and reach out through the heels. Or you can place your feet on the floor and slide them straight. If you'd like, you can hover for a few breaths here. Don't let that tension get into your shoulders and face, though. And release. Wiggle your arms out. If you need a blanket or a pillow for Shavasana, get what you need for comfort, and come back down. Sure to press your shoulders down into the floor. Bringing the shoulder blades towards each other and broadening your chest. Slide the back of your neck away from your torso and tuck your chin slightly with your teeth parted and your tongue resting against your lower teeth. You can stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Inhale your arms up overhead, interlace the hands and turn the palms away. Press your heels away. And move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. And when you're ready, you roll to one side. And blink your eyes to come back into the room. Make your way to a seated position. Namaste.